The Ravens Flock presents The Black Files, an uncensored interview and review podcast for all geek fandom.
Welcome everybody, friends and pals, guys and gals, boys and girls around the world. Pop a squat, pop open a cold one with all of your friends. It is 10 p.m. A couple of hairs past, or rather it's Wednesday night, a couple of hairs past 10 p.m. And you've been granted access to the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. So whether you're a friend of your feed, boy, girl, or in between, you are tuned in to a brand new episode of The Black Files.
That's right. Happy to be here tonight on Wednesday, May 29th. Happy to be here with all my friends. And we've got some really amazing and also hilarious stories to talk about tonight. Like, I wish I had a bag of popcorn to go with this.
I could always make us popcorn. Like, we've got popcorn, and I can make popcorn. If you want popcorn.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I don't have cinema popcorn, but I do have cinema snacks. I have a bag of Reese's Pieces. I'm good.
I'm saying we've got I can make popcorn. What's the difference between...
You can't make popcorn for us.
Well, you're not here, are you? If you were, then maybe I'd be able to make you some popcorn too. But you ain't.
It's okay. You can make some popcorn on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. But will I? You know,
Yes.
Yes.
You love us.
And then we'll bring over the cheese puffs again.
Damn, they got us with the cheese puffs one.
Welcome everybody to the Black Files. Welcome everybody to the Black Files. I'm your host, Juan Arauz, one of the heads of the Ravens Flock, the tech guru of the team. I'm a guy who, fun fact, I'm very easy to shop for. Just go to my personal Amazon wish list, where you see that I've got a butt ton of tech. Including new cameras, a wireless HDMI transmitter receiver kit, memory cards, oodles of memory cards. And if it's anything that I could use for our channel, or anything that would make my life a little bit easier through the advent of technologicalies, then I'll be a happy camper. I said I'm easy to shop for, not cheap to shop for. There's a difference.
There's a difference.
Yo,
Indeed.
Of course.
Then again, nothing worth doing is ever cheap to begin with. No, or is it? Well, actually, no. Nothing worth doing is ever easy. My mistake. All right, and of course, I am not alone. Joining me here are the usual suspects. First off, let's go ahead and say hello to xeiana, arauz, and Dragon Fang cosplay joining us live. Hello, ladies. Welcome.
Hi, guys.
Excellent. Gotta love it. Angel is caught up by the, he's been,
capitalism.
Yeah. He's
got sucked into the capitalism hellhole.
Yeah, which is called, his full-time job, which is, sucking him dry, and not in the fun way. We wish him the speediest and most, expedient, recovery, because Lord knows the guy could use it. And, of course, let's not forget our main man over here, the head of the Ravens Flock, the founder of our team, the executive producer and content manager of our channel, and the host of our flagship show, The Ravens Flock, which is live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and the host of Wrestle Rewind, which is live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Give it up for Mr. Jose Casabona!
Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction, Juancho, and I'm happy to be here not just with friends, but also with all our listeners and viewers who are tuning in right now tonight. As I said earlier, we have an incredible episode ahead of you guys, and I hope you guys are buckled up and get ready for some laughs. But Juancho, why don't I go ahead and take the next minute or so to do some housekeeping?
By all means, please, for the love of crap, do so.
Absolutely, folks. Much like all our other shows on this channel, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below, and we will answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner vlogger. $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers that we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you are here to rescue the Ravens flock from the clutch to late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers and full-time YouTubers. We at the Ravens flock have been working since 2013 to make your voice our mission, and we do so happily and proudly. But let's not lie to ourselves. We live in a society that demands that we continue to pummel ourselves into the clutches of capitalism by working for a living. No, we're not allowed to just exist or simply be able to live our lives without dealing with monstrosities or without dealing with the ridiculousness that is having to work for someone else instead of self-fulfillment or self-actualization. But you know, that's what we've got to live with. Point is, we want to work at something that we actually enjoy, something that we love to do, which is being able to continue to do this fun work, being able to supply our cosplayers and our team with the materials they need for their future projects, to be able to supply Jose with as much wrestling content as his greasy little heart desires, to be able to supply Angel with a well-furnished dark hole in a closet with video games and a steady internet connection within which he can troll people over the internet with the safety of digital anonymity, shielding him from any possible consequences. But what's most important, we actually do want to do this full time. With your help and your support, we can and will succeed. We ask you to do is to continue sharing our channel, continue sharing our content here, and continue to let people know about the Ravens flock here. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you also get access to us, the Ravens flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your feedback, and your ideas on how to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Up, we've got Lisa Boo and Nikki Bella in the chat so far. We appreciate you guys joining in with us here tonight. We appreciate every single time we're joined by our wonderful and incredible audience. You guys really do make the channel. You guys really do make us who we are, and we appreciate it a lot. You know, we're starting to. The reason why I was bringing up cosplays, the reason why I was bringing up stuff with kstorm and xeiana and Dragon Fang, is because con season has begun. We have been inundated by friends and other acquaintances in our digital life to their exploits and exposés in the world of anime and nerd conventions. People have been going to MomoCon, people have been going to a bunch of other out-of-state conventions, and I'm not gonna lie, Colossal Con also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm jelly. I am so jelly, you can call me Smuckers. But what that means is we need to be able to keep up with the Joneses here. We need to be able to find a way to be able to spread the good word of the Ravens flock beyond just the great state of Florida. In order for us to do that, we need support. We need the finances in order to make it happen. But what do we need more so above anything else, especially when it comes to crafting stuff, especially when it comes to putting together our programming, especially
Juancho, it's con season, and con season takes a lot out of you. You need a high dose of energy.
Which is, you're damn right we do, Jose, which is why we here at the Ravens flock are happy to say that, as usual, we are partnered up with Glytch Energy. Glytch Energy's the specialized smart energy formula keeps you going through the day without any worries of crashing or without worries of jitters on here. So you get zero sugar, zero carbs, 0 calories, and 0 crash. I did not set up the other screen. Holy cow. Hang on. Give me 5 seconds. You guys are seeing how we do this stuff.
No, you're fine. You can go ahead and fix that, and I can keep talking. It's okay.
Yeah, do we do it? Like, they do this stuff with 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 calories, and 0 crash. And Jose, what's the most important thing about being able to take in your proper energy consumption in the day? Please educate the peoples.
Listen, the most important thing above all else, while nutrients are good, we want an energy beverage that tastes great. We want to satisfy our taste buds as much as we want to supply the human body. Okay, and listen. after a while, after drinking so many different energy drinks from other brands, it all just kind of tastes the same. They all blend in together. We want something that tastes great, and we want something that tastes unique, and we want something that leaves a lasting impression to our taste buds. And that is what...
Sorry, go ahead.
And that is why we fully endorse Glytch Energy.
Damn right. And like Angel would say, if he weren't wrapped in the vines and the torch and webs that is late stage capitalism, if it wasn't for that, he would be telling you himself, as he normally does, if we don't like it, we don't buy it, and if we don't like it, we don't recommend it. And I'll tell you right now, we've been loving every single bit of Glytch Energy's brands of flavors, including this new neon sugar flavor that they've got, which is cotton candy flavored, inspired by the streamer Laura the Explorer. Laura the Explorer. I've got this in our shopping cart on my phone over here, so I'm gonna get us this cotton candy one way or another. We're gonna try this.
Perfect.
But you know what? It would mean so much more if Glytch would hook up, Flocker up over here. Help us out. Help us share the good word of this neon sugar Glytch Energy flavor. If not, they've got plenty other flavors to choose from. You don't believe me? Take a look. They've got Strawberry Rageade, which is exactly what it sounds like, strawberry lemonade. And they've got Berry Cherry, which is awesome, Blackberry Blast flavored. They've also got, and of course, the Skill Issue, which was inspired by the Ghost of Tabor video game, which is nothing more than awesome, like the red, white, and blue popsicle flavoring. We've got that. We love it. It's insane. And if you don't believe us, then try it for yourself. Go to glitchenergy.com. Use this promo code on your screen right now. Flock Fuel. That's our promo code. You get 20% off your order. So don't delay. Give it a shot. If you get neon sugar before we do, please tell us. Let us know what it's like. We wish to know.
Hells yeah! And we'd like to thank Glytch Energy for partnering with the Ravens flock. We appreciate it very, very much. But remember, you are guilty by association.
Exactly. By associating with us, you are complicitly, implicitly, and explicitly guilty of every horrible thing that comes out of Angel's mouth.
Precisely.
I'm joking. No, he's not the only person who freaking taboos around here. We're fucking around. We love Angel, obviously, but like, you know, who doesn't pick on their brothers? I pick on my brothers all the time. That's what I do on the show. Of course,
dude. It's a way of us showing our love for each other. It's all good, man. Exactly. And you know, yeah. And before we get into the story, I think it's important to point out that, you know what, I just want to say something here. I know we got a little silly, but I think our episode over on Saturday, May the 4th, where we did Star Wars edition, I had a great time. I think that episode was a lot of fun, and we got to explore what we liked and what we don't like about the Star Wars franchise. And you know what? I want to thank everybody for tuning into that episode on Saturday, May the 4th. I think that was great. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, it was fun for me. How about y'all, ladies?
It was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was great. And yeah, no, and of course, the Star Wars franchise spans for decades, as far back as 1977, and it has definitely left its permanent mark on cinema, on entertainment, on sci-fi, on geekdom. It's a cornerstone. It's a national treasure. It's a global treasure because we have Star Wars fans all over the world. But of course, you can't talk about Star Wars without talking about George Lucas.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. The creator, the maker of Star Wars, the man who revolutionized, without meaning to, the film industry by investing into storytelling by ways of innovative special effects and new technologies in order to be able to help push the boundaries of storytelling from who was basically he was basically a freaking gearhead, a car enthusiast, race car wannabe out of Modesto, California. He was like as hippie gets without actually being a hippie, which was cool. In the best and dumbest way possible. But I'll tell you right now, like, what's even cooler is the fact that after so long, after so many different films and so much success that he's brought into himself and that he was able to be presented with over here. He was actually recognized with one of the highest honors in the film business that anyone could ask for or that anyone could ever earn. So we'll lead with this to begin with, everyone. So we'll start off. Also, I see here Matthew Coburn and Mr. Geek Me Out are in the chat. Hey up, guys. Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate your face. I saw here Mr. Geek Me Out. I'm recovering from big surgery 2 weeks ago. And yeah, you met Carrie Fisher before she passed away. No, I remember you telling us over here. Hi, Mr. Geek Me Out. I hope the recovery is going well. I hope you're doing better. I hope that whatever was ailing you is no longer chafing your ass anymore. I hope that you're doing better, buddy. So let's go ahead and get into this nice little article, because it's not every day that we get to do nice news or happy news or good news and stuff. So here it is from People Magazine, by way of Tommy McArdle, Bailey Richards, and Carita Rizzo. This is published on May 25th. That was on what was it? Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Shit. Okay, so here we go. George Lucas receives the honorary Palme d'Or at Cannes Film Festival. Quote, I don't make the kind of movies that win awards. Yeah, I guess, folks, by the way, this is going to be my bad George Lucas impersonation. If I actually wanted to do, a voice of his, or if I actually wanted to get into it, I would give it a little more effort, but...
I was going to say, watch it. If you really wanted to go full on George Lucas, you would have sprayed your hair white, wouldn't you?
I just showered, man. I'm not going to throw white hair spray paint in my hair for cosplaying George Lucas. Besides, I only have so many flannels, and I don't have the right flannel, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Even this guy has specific flannels that he'll wear. He's still, all this time, he still looks almost like the same, even though you could tell he's been aging, and even though you could tell that he's been graying out and whiting out. So yeah, so congrats to this guy. All right, George Lucas is receiving more recognition for his influential career. Lucas, who recently celebrated his 80th birthday, received an honorary Palme d'Or at the 2024 Cannes Film Festival's closing ceremony on Saturday, May 25th. And another legendary filmmaker, his lifelong pal, Francis Ford Coppola, presented it to him. Aw, isn't that fucking sweet, guys? Aww.
That's very nice. Aww. That's awesome. And you know what? Congratulations to George Lucas. I actually did a quick Google search on what that award is, and that is one of the top prizes in the world of cinema, right?
Yeah, it's like a Lifetime Achievement Award thing, but instead of for the Academy Awards, it's from the Cannes Film Festival, which is the most prestigious fucking film festival on the planet. So yeah, kind of a big deal. Let's see here, guys. Speaking with French journalist Didier Alouche about the award, the festival's highest honor, the day before he accepted it, Lucas said, "It's always great to be recognized. Obviously we have a lot of fans, but in terms of Star Wars and stuff, I don't make the kind of movies that win awards." He added. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't be poking fun at him. And well, I do it in jest, and I do it with love. I don't do it maliciously. I still feel bad. And of course, here's the photo of take a look at this wild photo. Here is George Lucas being presented with the Palme d'Or by Francis Ford Coppola, and behind them, you see this nice old-ass black and white photos of the two of them, with Francis Ford Coppola with the actual giant hippie beard over on the left, and George Lucas with his beard already salt and peppering, and looks more like the studious kid, like the little nerdy kid who's you could tell he was a cool guy growing up, but all right, he's buttoned up, he's tightened his shoelaces, and he's grown up out of his adolescent phase or whatever. But yeah, just Jesus Christ, the difference between them over the decades, it's insane. just like, I'm not fucking trying to infer like, oh, by the way, I used to know these guys in the 1960s and 70s. That'd be insane on my part. But the fact remains, fucking like, it's just wild and awesome and sweet seeing this this contrast. Like, God Almighty, these guys. Let's see here. Also, during the May 24th panel, Lucas recalled the moment his path first crossed with Coppola's when he was working as the Godfather's director's assistant on the set of 1968's Finian's Rainbow. All right, so so here's how it went. Apparently, I was just a student observer, and I was bored to death. He recalled. I said, I don't want to make Hollywood movies. I know how to do this. I know how to do this stuff. Like, okay, for those who do not know Lucas 101, he was much more into telling high-end psychological, like high sci-fi shit with weird concepts all over the place, which is why his actual first film, it wasn't Star Wars, that was just his big blockbuster. His very first film was one that he released in 1971 called THX 1138. What do you know about this movie, Xeiana and Dragon Fang? What do you know about this movie?
Which movie again?
THX 1138.
I don't think we know it.
I didn't think so. I didn't
Yeah,
think so.
no.
All right. Now, this movie comes off way more wild, old school, the old school sci-fi dystopian horror movie than anything else you might be expect out of when you think of George Lucas. Basically, this thing takes place in a dystopian future where human society is under strict control, where citizens are controlled by android police, and they have to take and they're under mandatory drug usage in order to suppress emotional expression. So think of the movie Equilibrium, except without the gun kung fu and much more robots in it. So it's pretty fucked up. It's pretty wild, and this movie was what's his face, George Lucas's first baby. It was devised off of a student film that he made while he was still in University of South Carolina School of Cinematic Arts. And he made this movie for Warner Brothers back in 1971. And go fucking figure, it didn't do as well as everyone at Warner Brothers wanted it to. Which is bullshit, because, he was over here trying to do, this nice, low-budget, high-end sci-fi film. But the problem is that these guys at Warner Brothers thought that he was going to give them an instant blockbuster like $1 gajillion. Which is odd because, according to Wikipedia here, it had a budget of, I shit you not, $777,777.
Whoa!
What?
Yeah, so not even $1 million, but so weird that it was $777,777. It made $2.4 million in the box office, but that wasn't good enough for Warner Brothers, and they apparently had done some re-editing behind his back, behind Lucas's back, and they diddled around with the story on it without him, and so he got pissed at that and went off on them. Good news is he still owns it, and no one can stop him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. So haha.
Yeah, I'd be pissed. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was really fucked, and obviously this was a big commentary on fucking the how fucked up the times were back in the 70s and the mid late 60s, where you had people fucking being forced to conform to like, okay, well, we're just coming out of the Vietnam War and shit, and this is a nightmare, and all this other stuff is going on, and there was all this political upheaval and social upheaval happening with the civil rights movement and all this shit. So it was a big thing of not only Lucas wanting to be a hard-nosed counterculturalist when it came to his storytelling, but obviously he wanted to couch it all in metaphor and shit. Get this: every one of the cast of the humans in this story, every one of them, men and women, all of them, peeled bald for the film, absolutely bald. Like you've got Robert Duvall, just for an example here. That is not the right screen. Okay, I see what's happening. Give me a second. Okay, so there we are, and there we go. Okay, so I don't know if y'all can see this yet, but I'm gonna show you guys. But basically, you can actually see how the actors were made to basically be in there like 100% bald, and you had very sparse, very minimal type of freaking set design and shit like that. Why is this not loading faster? What the hell is wrong with this thing? Okay, I hate when this happens. I try to show off to you guys and it doesn't load. Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's loading now.
Yeah, no. So like, get a load of that. All the humans have to work in fucking in the same automaton kind of state and shit. You had the android police. Literally, it's just humans. It's just people with metallic masks over their face, you know. And they have these cop uniforms, but it's implied that they're fucking robots. Lucas was like 100%. I want this to be as minimalist as possible because there is no design in the future. There's no artistry. There's no architecture in the future. Why should there be? Why should a society where you have no value of the human soul? Why should there be any sort of expression of anything artistic? Also, we got Mr. Quake is in the chat. Hey, up here, Mr. Quake. Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate your face. Let's see here. Geekma timeout. Okay. Let me take a look. Let me see here. George was similar to Iraq War 2, right? Yeah, similar to the Iraq War commentary and stuff like that. Yeah. So like Lucas was not subtle in his shit at all. And with that said, you get the idea of the kind of storytelling that he wanted to do with that. And so what happened with him after that is apparently Francis Ford Coppola had spoken with him and said, like, you know what? I bet, like, you like to think like you're such a hoity-toity badass over here, George. I bet that you can't make just like a silly feel-good movie. Like, what the hell you mean, like a silly feel-good movie? Well, like, just like a warm and cozy, like, slice of life story. I bet you can't do anything with like people anything that's contemporary and stuff. Oh, yeah, maybe I'll take that. But I don't know. I can come up with something. It'll be something that's close to heart and all. And
that's a very roundabout way of saying bet.
Well, George was a very roundabout kind of guy when it comes to talk. So after he made the THX 1138, with the help of Francis Ford Coppola to help produce it, he made American Graffiti. And that was his big slice of life movie. Basically is like, it follows, one evening of a couple teenagers who are just, graduating, the following day, from high school and going to college and all going their separate ways and just spending one night out on the town, just cruising in their cars, picking up their girlfriends, getting into hijinks, getting into just fucking off and just enjoying themselves and everything. And that movie was what got people thinking, like, okay, maybe George Lucas can do shit. it still wasn't what studios wanted, so even Universal Studios went in and ditched shit behind his back, so he's like, fuck this noise, I'm gonna just do it myself. And that's where Star Wars came in. So it's like it's strictly speaking, he's only really made 2 other movies besides Star Wars and Indiana Jones in his entire career, and yet now he's finally getting recognition. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And we already talked enough about George Lucas's hand in the entire Star Wars movie franchise. If people want to know more, we already did an episode of that on the Black Files last year.
Right, exactly, and so just your thoughts, just with me giving you that that little bit of a Cliff's Notes of how Lucas came up. What are your thoughts, ladies? What are your thoughts? I promise you. I promise if you haven't seen American Graffiti, that you should look it up. Try to watch it.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, we've heard of it.
Watched it.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's like it's nice.
Mom says that she watched it.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Mom, how did you like it?
She said it was all right. She said, eh.
It was like Happy Days, kind of like.
She said it was like Happy Days.
Well, she's only saying that because the lead actor was actually Ron Howard from Happy Days. So go fucking figure.
It was the one before Happy Days.
Right, Ronnie Howard. He was in the what do you call it?
Yeah. Also, our mom wants to now watch the other movie you just said, the Dates 113.
THX 1138.
Yeah. So I bookmarked it so she can try and watch it later.
Right on.
Okay then. Awesome.
See, yay. Awesome. See, we're spreading the good word of George Lucas here. How wonderful is this gospel?
And it's good
that was done in 1971.
Yeah,
that's right.
That was
damn.
I know, right? And
I think it's important. I think it's important that folks who are watching know about George Lucas's background, because it's very easy to commonly associate George Lucas with the Star Wars movies, but people forget that he worked on other projects outside of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars was just his climb to fame, pretty much.
Exactly. It was the big catapult for him. And yeah, no, what's his face was in it. Richard Dreyfuss was in American Graffiti also. And like it was just like this big, sweet fucking movie. This story was like nice about like, oh hey, like the little tagline on it. This is so like emblematic of the feel, the vibes that he was trying to give off with this story. Give me a second. I'm gonna show you guys here. And there it is. This is like legitimately emblematic of what the vibes were for for this movie. You see, this was the poster for it. The little tagline they put it: "Where were you in '62?" And it's just legitimately just these kids fucking off. You see them driving their cars through a drive-through, going to a movie theater kind of shit, getting to a dance club. There's nothing too horribly like intellectually complex, but it is humane, it is relatable, and it is, like it's like getting to the heart of like getting to folks and getting folks to understand things about how life is like, and that's cool. Seriously, and so of course we inevitably get to shit with like Star Wars, and like as they said, that's water that's already been well and thoroughly traversed and traveled, so very little need is on that. Let me take a look over here. Matthew Coburn said, I know many people who like American Graffiti. One guy I know drag races his 1958 Plymouth against a replica of the yellow Ford from the film. Yo, seriously? That is so fucking cool, Matthew. That is so cool. I'm not kidding. Oh, Jesus, Mr. Quake, THX 90,000. Come on, dude. That's just silly. But I get what you mean, man. Anyhow, so I'm gonna get back to the actual People article because there's more detail on what Lucas gets to say in this in his acceptance ceremony here. Let me take a look over here. So back in the People article, Paul Schrader realized that he was changing cinema by approving independent films can be moneymakers. The American Graffiti director said, well, to be very honest with you, we weren't really that interested in making money. We were interested in making movies. That was a big difference because we all loved movies. I can't. Let's see here. Obviously, he's best known as the creator of Star Wars.
You're nailing it. You're nailing it, Juan.
No, I'm not. I feel stupid doing it now. Let's see here. Lucas is best known as the creator of the Star Wars and Indiana Jones film franchises. He directed and produced each of the first 6 Star Wars films until he sold his company Lucasfilm and the rights to Star Wars to Disney in 2012. While speaking about his particularly special visit to cons this year on May 23rd, Lucas recalls previous trips to the festival for his beloved franchises. I'm very happy to be here, even though I'm also struck by a feeling of nostalgia, as I've often gone to cons, particularly for Indiana Jones and Star Wars. Lucas said during the conversation, I obviously have a lot of fans, but I've never made award-winning films. That's why receiving this Palme d'Or is a great honor. All right. Let's see. During the Friday conversation, the film legend also spoke to issues he takes with those who critique his Star Wars films for a perceived lack of diversity. Okay, this is where I'm actually going to cut in for a minute before I get into that, because this is unfortunately a very inconvenient story narrative that a lot of online YouTuber, griftosphere kind of guys who have been making their bread and butter over the years, basically talking about how everything is woke and the world is ruined and Hollywood is burning from the inside out, and if only they had more straight white men in their movies that would make movies great, and that would make incredible strides and how cinema should be and how the world should be, because culture and blah-de-blah, the wokes are killing everything and destroying my childhood.
Every time someone on social media misuses the word woke in their rants or arguments, I have this boiling urge to take a giant Webster's dictionary and chuck it in their face.
Make sure it's a hardcover one that's brand new, and make sure that way the spine of the book isn't flexible in any way, and have it glued shut so it doesn't fling. Hang on, Juancho. Yes.
Juancho, xeiana, Rose, Dragonfang, if I want to be diplomatic, the best way to out an idiot is just be like this. Oh, it's woke, you say. What is woke? Can you define woke for me? And watch their face go blue screen.
No. They're doing the 404 error. I love.
Exactly. If I want to be diplomatic, of course.
Then and like you said, that is putting it nicely. Also, I see Carbonized Stardust is in the chat. Hey, up here, Carbonized Stardust. Welcome to the Black Files. Let me take a look over here. Yeah, it's more like if only someone could write a story that makes sense and doesn't promote one bunch of people while slamming down another things would be great. I see what you mean there. And like it's basically like without being mean-spirited or without being an asshole about it, you can have critiques about things without being a problem there. Why did this blow up the way it did? Okay, there we go. Like in his actual discussion that he had on Friday last week during the Cannes Film Festival, apparently Lucas frickin' says in here, and this is the actual quote of his from the discussion on Friday, for perceived lack of diversity. They would say, it's all white men. I'd say it's not. Most of the people are aliens. He said, like, it's like, dude, it's Star Wars. I've got alien peoples here. We're in a galaxy far, far away. It's not that complicated. Whereas, like newsflash, you've got more diversity in Star Wars than you could imagine. The only reason why it doesn't look that way anymore is because it's become more pronounced over the years, because we're having more kinds of people acting and getting in roles and being a part of movies and TV shows and in storytelling and in art and media and stuff, because there are more kinds of people who are breaking in. You're getting different perspectives and shit. So, like, it's not all that nuts over here. Like, even in a separate article that he's got in a separate People's article from this, let's see, most of the people are aliens, he said, and the idea is you're supposed to accept people for who they are, whether they're big and furry or whether they're green or whatever. The idea is all people are equal. See what I fucking see? It's right there. I don't know how to put it any simpler. I think Jose's dead. I'm going to need to find a way to resurrect Jose. Jose.
No, I'm here, folks. Don't worry.
Take old goth biddies.
I'll tell you. I'll say this. He put it a lot nicer than when Freddie Prinze Jr. went on a rant about Star Wars.
Oh, God. Okay, I actually want to find that.
A lot nicer than Freddie Prinze Jr. Thank you for remembering that, Juan.
Oh, my lord. I wish. You know what? I want to see its. I want to see if there's a way to find the actual transcript of that. Because it's hilarious. I don't know, like, have you girls ever heard his, Freddie Prinze Jr.'s Star Wars rant?
No. I don't think we have.
No?
No.
Okay, like, you're gonna love it because this came from, like, the fact that Freddie Prinze Jr. actually works on Star Wars. He was in Star Wars Rebels. He was the voice actor of Kanan Jarrus. Alright? So, like, trust me, you'll love his character. I don't remember if you haven't seen Rebel. You only watched Clone Wars, right?
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet.
Okay, well, you are going to laugh your titties off. Okay, let me see here. Where is it? I'm trying to actually find the transcript of it if I possibly can. Let's see here.
We could, like, find little cliffy notes of what he says. Like, you don't have to find a whole transcript.
Oh, no! Yes, I do! You have to actually have the whole thing. It is demanded in that regard, Jose, because in that regard, you have to actually, what do you call it?
Fair enough. But we've said this many times on his channel. I guess it bears saying again. Like, of course, Star Wars isn't without its toxic fandom that has been living strong for decades. And man, for every Star Wars fan you do make happy, you get like 50 others that come out of the woodwork just trying to trash on it for some reason.
What's his face? Mr. Quake saying, I want to play Jar Jar Binks, Raven's flock. I'm sorry, but that role is already taken. Sorry, you'll have to talk to Ahmed Best.
He's a Jar Jar Binks. He's a pumpkin.
Yeah, you'll have to talk to Ahmed Best. You'll probably have to arm wrestle him for it or something. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show folks the link to the actual YouTube video for it. But what I'm going to do is I can't play the audio. I can't play the audio for it because obviously I don't want the guys who own this to be like pissed at us. It's from Jeff Dye's Friendship Podcast. You could see it for yourself here, and you could see exactly what is said on there. So I'm going to basically read the closed captioning for this for you guys. I said I'm going to read the closed captioning. Stop it. All right, there we go. Okay, so here he goes. I did a Star Wars cartoon, so even I get hate from Star Wars fans when I'm like, look, dog, you're just mad the franchise isn't aging with you, right? But that ain't how it works. The first one was for fucking kids, right? The second three were made for different fucking kids, and this one is for kids. You're just pissed off that Han Solo gave the fucking Millennium Falcon to a girl. Yeah, that's it, because Luke Skywalker's Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, okay, he could talk to things, but don't speak English and understand what they're fucking saying. He gets a fairy godfather instead of a fairy godmother who teaches them how to be the best Jedi in the world in no time fucking flat. And everybody, like, I know more about the Force than most people because Dave Filoni taught me, and George Lucas taught him, and all these video games fucking people fucked up their perspective on the Force. Like, Luke's skill doesn't dictate what whether he wins or loses. The Emperor's skill doesn't dictate whether he wins or loses. The Force dictates who wins or loses based on balance. Here's the quick version on how to explain it all to these people who fucking think they get to decide the first fucking... If you want to do this, like, time-wise, Palpatine, you would say, and Yoda are two smartest two. Clearly, Palpatine is smarter because Yoda was blind to the power of the dark side and to the seduction of Anakin. So let's talk about the seduction of Anakin fucking Skywalker for a second. If the Emperor is the smartest dude in the universe and knows that the Force dictates this, if he kills who he sees as a rival, Anakin, then he knows the Force is just going to fucking correct that because the Emperor knows these are George Lucas's words, not mine. So fuck you if you disagree with me. Straight up, this is information, not affirmation time. Straight up, man. So the Emperor knows that. Instead of killing Anakin, what does he do? He seduces Anakin to double the strength of the dark side. So then what does the Force do? Balance. It balances us. How does it give us balance? It gives us twins. Luke and Leia. 2 and fucking 2. Balance. And if you look at the movies through just that simple perspective, you will not only know why every single bad guy loses and every single good guy loses, you'll know who's gonna win and lose the next fucking movies. I can tell you, I just don't want to wreck it for people fucking about the dumbest fucking, like, it's like archetype characters. This is George Lucas's words. There is no Jack Bauer in Star Wars. That character doesn't exist. It's not Han Solo. Han Solo is a reluctant hero, okay? He's a reluctant hero. That's the archetype. Darth Maul, who everyone wants to win because he's their favorite, because he looks sick and he's got the great in the video games, it looks cool. Guys, he's Sisyphus. He is born to fail. Learn your Greek mythology like, I don't know, George fucking Lucas did. He is cursed to roll a boulder up the hill to only have it roll to the bottom again every single time for eternity. Yes, that is Darth Maul's quest. Yes, he's in on the joke, you guys. He knows it. He's just cursed to live that life again. Not my opinion, George Lucas's. So go fuck yourself if you disagree. You don't get to level up in the Star Wars world. That's a fucking video game thing. There's no such thing as a great Jedi. Qui-Gon even says, I turn towards the light because it's there. There is no great, though that's the pretend fan fiction fucking, which is cool, but don't try to canonize it because it doesn't work and I'm never gonna buy it. Ever. Star Wars is for fucking kids. That is his whole fucking rant. I just literally just quoted him verbatim. You don't believe me? I was watching the video off screen, reading the closed captions to you guys. His words, not mine, but thoughts. Please. Like, is he making fucking sense? Am I going cuckoo for like, oh my god, Freddie Prinze Jr. makes sense?
Xeiana Rose, Dragon Fang?
No.
No? You sure? Yeah, like as in, oh yeah, well, Mr. Quake saying like, yeah, it's for the entire family. Yeah, but it's a family film to be inspirational to kids, to be inspirational to children, so that children can take these nice morals of like how to treat people with equality and all this stuff, and how there is definitive good, definitive evil. You have shades of gray in between with people, but you also see how those shades of gray can easily turn to black and white. You know what I mean? And that's like that's where the stuff of like the lore of Star Wars comes to. So
yeah, exactly. And he's not speaking for, I mean, he's not just angry, but he's also speaking for a place of passion because he's obviously passionate about Star Wars.
Well, it's not so much being passionate about Star Wars, it's also being passionate about the fact that Freddie Prinze Jr., since he worked on Star Wars Rebels and he got to learning about like how the Jedi characters work and what sort of mindset you need for portraying these characters, he learned that from Dave Filoni, who learned that from George Lucas. Like, Dave Filoni, he's, like, basically the head of creative and the head of storytelling, like, stuff at Lucasfilm when it comes to Star Wars. When it comes to navigating the Star Wars franchise's stories, Dave Filoni's your man. All right? All Kathleen Kennedy is, at the end of the day, she's the figurehead at the top who's like, okay, you need to do this. This is what we need. This is how, like, these are the kind of fucking expenses, and these are the materials and the resources available. This is what we could do. This is who we've got lined up to work with you as assistant directors, or as costume designers, or additional writers, or here are folks who have expressed interest in acting for the show, or that we are interested in auditioning for. Like, that's all Kathleen Kennedy really does at the end of the day. People think that she has like this stranglehold on Star Wars, like you're like the fucking South Park joke for the episode of Kathleen Kennedy. Oh, put a woman in it and make it gay and lame. That stupid meme. That's not how this shit works. Figure out how corporations work, dumbasses. Figure out how fucking Hollywood and storytelling works. Also, we got Kyle Canada in the chat. Hey up, Kyle Canada. Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate your face over here. How's it going, pals? Am I wrong? Or that? No, of course I'm not. But still, I just want to know what y'all's thoughts are with this shit as I'm spelling it out for you.
I mean, you kind of took most of the words already. Yeah. You took the
Damn,
words.
Juan,
I'm sorry.
dude.
I'm not trying to steamroll. I promise. I swear. I'm just like.
Oh, you're just saying what's on our minds too. Are we right, Jose?
Of course.
I'm gonna message Angel. At least he would like try to have some sort of disagreement or whatever. I really, really hate that.
Well, I mean, it's Angel. Joel. He always has something to say. Positive or negative.
Yeah, no, that's true, man. Like, seriously, I wanted to know, like, if there was anything that I might have missed for all this stuff. I saw in here, what do you call it? Carbonized Stardust over here. Yeah, Star Wars was for kids. Absolutely, it still is. Robots and furry monsters and good overcoming evil. Yep, it's story with morals built in. Yeah. That's the wild stuff, and where it also comes in with some of the newer live action stuff coming out with the Andor series that leads to the Star Wars Rogue One movie, where you see like the inner workings of how Cassian Andor helps in the Rebel Alliance and how he gets started in it, and you see how people have to get their hands dirty and have to do unsavory shit, but they're doing it for the rebellion in order to help liberate the galaxy from the Empire. And that means like obviously you're gonna be doing shit that you're not happy with, or that you're not it's not morally right sometimes, you know? Like if you're gonna be doing a rebellion, especially against a gigantic tyrannical empire that doesn't play by the rules, then you can't play by the rules. You can't go by the terms that they're dictating. You know, because the terms they're dictating is "fuck you, got mine," and whereas the rebellion's like, well, we're gonna get ours, and we're gonna like take back the galaxy and give it back to the people. Oh yeah, how's that? Well, we're gonna have to do it by any means necessary, and unfortunately, that means getting dirty and having to like be willing to do the hard shit, like betraying contacts or like assassinating people. It's not nice, but it's the kind of shit you got to do in a rebellion when you're outmatched by this gigantic empire. You know what I mean? Like that's what the Andor stories fucking tells in there, and it's so fucking wild. You know what I mean? Like let me take a look over here. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Quake. Kathleen Kennedy is there for corporate management, for direction, for making Star Wars for a better future. That way it can continue telling stories in the future. Yeah. Let's see, I hope we get to see Teen Yoda or Grogu in the Acolyte that's coming out? Oh, there's no such thing as a teenage Yoda. Not in this one. He's only going to be 100 years younger than you've seen him. So that ain't going to be that much of a difference, if you see him there at all. Let me see here. And Kyle Canada is saying, but it's still broken telephone over the decades. George Lucas isn't the same George Lucas who worked on the prequel era, so things will change over time, even with the vision is handed to someone else. And that's fine. It doesn't, like, that's the thing about, you can't have 100% storytelling just from one person. Like, one example that I remember, I don't know if y'all had this happen in like your English classes in high school or in college, when discussing the very first heroic tale, the tale of Beowulf, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did any of y'all's teachers ever tell y'all about how even though the story of Beowulf was at last, like after a certain amount of time, it was put down on pen and paper, like the poem of Beowulf, but over the centuries or over the years before then, it was just told by word of mouth. It was just
told orally.
Yeah, exactly. And so how many different people had told the tale of Beowulf? What was it originally like in the
what was the original tale without people embellishing and adding to it and changing it? And I mean, there's a lot of whenever that's the issue with passing things down orally instead of writing it down. Things will always change, and then those people will tell others, but then they would change it. So there's
just small tweaks every time it's being retold.
Thousands of different versions.
Yes, thousands of different variations of the same story.
So the Beowulf that we read is not necessarily the original.
Yep.
Not by
one of the many different variations.
Not by many years.
Not by a goddamn country mile. Check this. Like, scholars disputed that it was originally written sometime between 700 and 1000 AD, somewhere in oldie Saxon, Western Saxon English, like ye oldie fucking English, before you had Germanic influence in the English language and all that transmutation over the centuries becoming Old English. So even then, even back then, the original hero's tale of Beowulf had definitely passed from storyteller to storyteller. Here we have that happening on a more visible scale because we have preservation. And because, George Lucas, he didn't himself write all of Star Wars all on his own in every single time. He had other writers helping him out. Lawrence Kasdan helped him write The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. He only wrote on his own the entirety of episodes 1 to 3 and A New Hope, the original Star Wars. Those 4 were the only ones that George Lucas wrote on his ownsies. And folks have been talking about his dialogue is so what? Let's see other folks loosen that wooden, stiff, weird dialogue up. Sure,
Hush.
And why not? That's why in
Hush.
Yeah, that's why in the sequel trilogy, you've got people talking. It's a little bit more conversational, and they're talking like people would speak like human beings. But at the same time, you've got shit in there that's more flexible in its language. So it's more relatable and understandable while still having our big technology dialogue included in it and the stuff of the Force and the dark side and all that. So that's your thank you to other fucking writers in Star Wars and Dave Filoni, his writing in the Clone Wars series. Holy shit, his writing has been insane and helped make the Clone Wars series as popular and beloved as it is. So you can get away with having more than one storyteller in a tale. You know what I mean?
Right. Of course.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Carbonite started this saying the 2007 Beowulf movie creeped me the fuck out. Yeah, no. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, that's
I remember that. Yo. Oh god, we had to watch that in high school
Twice.
Oh, you had to watch it twice. Oh, you watched it in high school. Ah, damn.
Yep.
No, we
had to write a comparison report between the movie and the book.
Oh no! Oh boy! We weren't allowed to fucking watch the movie. Oh, actually, no. The movie came out after I got out of high school. No, when we actually
which year did it come out again?
2007.
2007. We're 17.
Yeah.
We were English
honors. It was English honors.
When we had to do Beowulf in my class, it was fucking no, you guys are fucking acting this shit out. I want the class to act this shit out as if we were fucking idiot Saxon cavemen sharing the same goat that we all went hunting for dinner or whatever. We're acting this shit out because I want you guys to get the fucking context in the story of how the story was told back then. Let me see. And Kyle Canada is also saying that, plus the first Star Wars movie, the first cut of the movie was abandoned and recut, and the movie that hit theaters in 1977. Oh yeah, well, as in like the original cut of Star Wars before he made the special edition. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, see, even then he'd been tweaking around with the stuff. So, like, there's all sorts of different shit that you could say about how storytelling is meant to evolve and how storytelling is meant to have, like, there's different pros and different ideas that you can convey on there. And yeah, Lucas may not always get his shit in clear, but you can get the idea once you actually see it and once you actually compose everything together. So in the same interview that he had there at Cannes, let's see. He's also saying, let's see here, and let's see. Okay, there it is. Let's see here. Lucas pointed out that in his Star Wars movies, the only characters ever shown on the wrong side of discrimination are robots and droids. Quote, and that was a way of saying people are always discriminating against something, and sooner or later that's what's going to happen. He added, I mean, we're already starting with AI saying, well, we can't trust those robots. Go fucking figure. George Lucas holding up for the AI art. Like, no.
Oh my god.
No, that he's using that as his fucking almost to prove his point. Shit. And like even right there in the movie, he's like, the filmmaker said that he's never shied from hiring actors of color for his Star Wars projects. Between Billy D. Williams' role as Lando Calrissian and Samuel L. Jackson's role as Mace motherfucking Windu in the prequel films. So, yeah, I don't see why not. Let's see. He even pointed out that each trilogy features strong women leads for protagonists between Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia and Natalie Portman's Padme Amidala. His words here. You're going to love this. Also, look at how just regular and dapper he is in just a freaking sports coat and his fucking, his fucking flannel. This fucking guy. This fucking guy never fucking changes. The nerve of him. The absolute state of this dude. How fucking dare you, you old man. I hope to one day be as dapper as him in my old days here. I hope so. Like, literally, and look, he's got even fucking got Nikes. He's got these sweet ice cream fucking cherry ass Nikes. Look at this shit.
Oh my god.
No, look at them. They're brand new. They're unscuffed. Look at that.
I see it. I see it. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, I'm focusing on the wrong shit, but still. Okay, his words. So, his quote, who do you think the heroes are in these stories? Who do you think Princess Leia was? She was the leader of the rebellion. She's the one that's taking this young kid who doesn't know anything and this boisterous I-know-everything guy who can't do anything and trying to save the rebellion with these clowns. Here's the one fucking saying this shit. Not me, George. Oh, well, fucking. Like, okay. So to begin with, this is just like the biggest fuck you to everyone who howls and complains that there's too many strong female leads and there's too many strong women and it's all bullshit in Star Wars. That's not what the women in Star Wars are meant to, like. Fuck you, pal. Have they not seen how many awesome fucking women there are in Star Wars? I can name them all here for you. Just off the top of my head, we already have Princess Leia and Padme Amidala. You've got Rey in the new films. You've got, let's see here, in the prequels, you have Shmi Skywalker, without whom we wouldn't have Anakin. Yeah. And it shows a strength of fucking character on her end to know, like, okay, well, these Jedi, they're not really here to try and rescue us, but in order to help spare my son having to live a life of slavery, they broke him out of slavery. He's free, and I have to have the strength to let my kid go and let him live his life and to leave me behind. and that I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't care what kind of fucking ideals you have. That takes fucking balls of steel. All right. So that's number one.
And yeah, that's number one. And that was George Lucas addressing like the criticism against the female characters of Star Wars, right?
Exactly.
Oh my God, xeiana Rose, Dragon Fang. Your thoughts on that?
Sorry,
Nice.
I had to step away really quick, so I didn't hear most of it. But
What? Do I gotta show the ice creams again, Jose? Do I have to?
Watcher, you steamrolled again.
Do I gotta show them one more time? Just so y'all can hear the good gospel of George.
No, okay. So let me give the yeah. So basically, George Lucas addressed like the criticism of like toxic fans who are criticizing the roles of the female characters
of women
in the Star Wars
of women being in Star Wars, and who the actual like leaders and who the actual fucking people in charge are. And he's like, who's the one running the show in the original movie? It's not Han, it's not Luke, it's Leia. She's the one who's the head of the rebellion, and she's got to save the galaxy with this dopey farm boy who doesn't know what's going on, and this smart ass Han Solo who thinks he knows everything, but he's also but he's also a smart ass and an idiot, and she's got to save the galaxy with these two clowns with her. Like, it's like showing
why is it that people always don't like to see
strong female
strong female leads, and also people of different diversity and color? Like, why do they say it's woke? I'm sorry, is it woke to actually want to be able to see someone for other people who are, African American, or if they're Asian, or if they are women?
Right, exactly.
There's a special feeling that you have when you look, either when you like read books and it's mentioned, hey, this is this person, their skin is this color, or you see it on the screens and you're like, wow, they look like me. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
representation.
Compare to seeing that representation.
Like, this is
so
cool.
why the hell are these people saying, it's too woke?
Like, this
wow,
is
these
dumb.
special snowflakes. No,
We're just trying special. No, they're not.
I'm sorry, are you saying that a woman can't do something just as good as a man?
Yeah.
Right, well, that's my fucking thoughts.
Are you
over here.
judging someone
Like, who else did we
by
see?
their
race or their color? No.
Because guess what? At the end of the day, everyone's human.
Exactly. Like,
And
even
they
in
kick
Star
just as
Wars,
much
when they're
ass.
not actually human. Like, at the end of the day, everyone is human. Like, even when you have fish head aliens and giant
And machines.
and robots and fucking
Yep.
aliens who are like either like crime lords, or they're aliens working to live their own life, or they're Jedi, or they're soldiers of the Empire or of the rebellion. Like that, and not even in the Empire, because like the Empire is like symbolism for like fascistic conformity. That's why you see so many like all the stormtroopers are all one and the same. You don't know if they're men. You could even not tell if they're black, white, Asian, like if they're of another race, whatever. They are all one. And that's like the thing that they do in the Empire, is they take away your individuality, and that's like the whole big thing of Lucas's.
That's a good point.
idea.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Diversity.
Yeah, and that's why whenever people say, man, this is getting so woke, I'm like, honey,
No, it's not.
honey, you call us snowflakes? Take a look in the mirror. I think you're being a snowflake.
You're throwing a freaking hissy fit over someone's race. Like, does it hurt you? Does it physically cause you pain to see them?
Yes, it
No.
does. Yes,
No.
yes.
No, like,
No, but
It's
it's like
a-
to everyone else. No, it doesn't. It doesn't cause you pain. Okay, then shut the heck up.
like,
Let other people enjoy it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not going to be aimed at everyone. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
exactly. Leave
It's
it more
simple
like
as that.
more room for the rest of us who want to
Yeah,
actually enjoy it.
but
and have
no,
fun
they
with
have
it.
to go to social media and start slamming them, going, "Oh my god, it's so whoa!"
And you're
because they
dumb
want
for
the
doing it.
attention.
Like,
Guys, come on.
Like,
Yep, they have a lot of unnecessary anger, and they want to try to direct it
They
someplace.
have to redirect it somewhere.
They want to ruin other people's fun
Yeah.
of whatever they're watching or reading
Yeah.
or whatever.
It's
Right.
just like that meme. It's just like that meme of people wanting to play like a game or read something.
And then someone says, "Hey, this sucks," and everyone looks at them and then looks away.
And then it's
like, let me
Yeah.
just show you all in the chat over here. For example, what's his face? Kyle Canada was saying, Kyle was actually saying that, you were talking about the first post-production cut. Right, yeah, no, because the original cut of Star Wars ran long, and it was also like complicated or whatever, with some of the scenes dragging, and it wasn't giving the right pacing there. Yeah, whole scenes gone, the production was completely different, reshot scenes to make them less bloody and graphic. Yeah, like for instance, when Obi-Wan...
love to see a more bloody Star Wars.
Well, we're seeing that now a little bit with stuff
Has to be
happening.
more. Has to be more. Has to be more.
Well,
Dial it up. Dial it up.
Not necessarily.
And
like,
they would
you
have
can
to change the
like we've got
rating.
dismemberments, we've got people
Sure,
dying,
thank you.
but it still has the distant of it enough being like, okay, like I could see that, but holy crap, I would not want to be in that guy's shoes. Like with what's his face, Count Dooku being beheaded in front of everybody, and Anakin
Yep.
turning into rotisserie chicken. Yeah. And like in the original cut, when Obi-Wan is on the cantina scene and you see him pull out the lightsaber and he cuts off that one dude's hand, that one dude's arm, the alien. Apparently when he actually cut it off the arm, there was supposed to be like a blood splurt on there. It was actually supposed to be actually bleeding out. But they cut it and they did it so that it's like, okay, it's not that he's just going to bleed out over here. It's a laser sword. It's going to cauterize when it cuts at the same time.
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
So it's a laser. Therefore, lasers cauterize injuries so they don't bleed out.
Yeah, which makes it almost worse because like that just makes like being able to put like amputations or whatever like messing with it, and that would make it almost worse for them.
Wait, you got poisoned? You got poisoned in your leg and it's starting to spread? Okay, amputate leg by lightsaber.
Here's the worst thing. Now you smell like bacon.
Yeah.
Ah!
You'll smell
Ah!
like bacon for a while.
Yeah.
Bird's flesh smells like bacon.
Uh-huh.
No, that was just Vader freshly off of his hot lava bath. All right, he was just going to a spa on the
rotisserie.
Safar to let off some steam, let off some heat. Probably
Oh,
sit there
he
and
got
eat-
baked.
He let off a lot of steam.
He got baked.
Yeah, he got baked. He got crispy. Yeah,
He's
no,
a baked
you must
potato.
smell like
He put too much sunscreen on.
no, he didn't put enough sunscreen
So
on.
he didn't put enough sunscreen on, so he got lobstered.
Exactly. There you go.
Guys, you know
Um,
what he became?
What
He
become?
became someone who was outside in the Florida heat without any sunscreen or shade.
Ah!
What? Oh my goodness.
In 2 seconds. With this heat, in 2 seconds, that's what you become. You become Vader.
Exactly. It's such a pain. I know exactly. Oh, fuck. Shoot. And I've been out in the heat with that without any sort of protection shit. God almighty, it's horrible.
Feel your skin frying.
Oh, god damn it, man. You could actually hear it. You could actually feel the sizzle off of your
You
arm.
can feel the heat just seeping into your skin.
Let me
Ugh.
see here.
Don't like it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
no.
someone is breathing on you.
Carbonized Stardust is saying maybe that's why I can't stand movies with Angelina Jolie in it, because she's a complete twat, pardon my French. That's fine. You can like an actor or not like them. It's your prerogative. If they're a good actor, fine. If not, then they're not. It's in your opinion. And that's why everyone's got that on there. Mr. Quake is saying they're grandpa shoes. No, those ain't grandpa shoes. Those are straight up brand new Nikes in that fucking photo of his. Like, can I just show this one more time? Just so y'all can admire.
Go for it. Do it.
I'm not a sneakerhead. I'm not like a big sneakerhead kind of guy. But like, okay, but aren't these the freshest, cleanest fucking Nikes you've seen in such
He
a long
just put those on that day.
They're
Exactly.
brand new, right out of the box. They still smell like new shoes.
Exactly. And here, like his suit jacket and his pants are all the
Guys,
same,
his shoes is as white as his hair.
Yeah.
right? And
They
like
match.
exactly,
The background.
I know, right? It almost blends into the background.
Into the
Shit, you're
background.
right. I
My
didn't even.
goodness.
Yeah, no. If it wasn't for the black swoosh over here, I'd think like, what the hell? When did his feet turn white? But yeah, no, I digress. Point is, like, it's like just to show you guys, like the fucking just the drip on this dude. He doesn't need to worry about his shoes falling apart on him. Let me see here. Now, also, what do you call it? Like, so basically, the argument that he's making here is pretty much from word of mouth, word of God, fucking shattering the preconceived notions that a lot of YouTubers and a lot of online intellectuals who are the true fans, like who literally like think that they're the only ones who can truly define what Star Wars is, even though they're fucking assholes about it all. Like it shatters their preconceived notion. Like, no, that like Star Wars has to have like the straight white man as the hero only, and like the women are like the damsels or whatever. Just because you see Leia in a bikini and you see Padme in that white halter top made outfit because she got her outfit torn in the arena. That's all they fucking can imagine. They don't see how these characters were more fucking instrumental and on the fucking ground. They're fighters, they're warriors, they're leaders of the fucking rebellion. And they're members of the Senate. They're the people who are trying to bring power back to the populace and shit. You know? And they're like, oh well, Rey's stupid and she's not a real character. She's just a Mary Sue. Like, motherfuck.
Oh god.
Do we want to go down that road, buddy? Because Luke hit that 1 in a bajillion shot in the on the Death Star, while maybe only having had a day and a half, if you're being generous, of training in the Force. If you're lucky, if you're being fucking generous, and that's in the first movie. Is he a Mary Sue for that? By that same logic, oh, that's not how the Force works or whatever, or like, oh, that where you can heal people with power. Guess what they were saying in 1980 when The Empire Strikes Back? Oh, that's not how the Force works. You're not supposed to be able to move things with your mind, but somehow Luke is able to magically have the lightsaber come back to his hand, or, you know, he's able to jump out of the way of Vader in their fight with the Force. That's not how the Force works. Ruined forever. Those same motherfuckers, I bet you, if they were around back in 1980, would have been saying the exact same shit. Tell me when I'm telling lies here. Like, and like, as a matter of fact, no, fucking in. Like, I don't even have to go much further. I don't want to promote this motherfucker, so I'm not going to bother you guys with their with this person's actual like take on Star Wars in their Twitter article on their Twitter page. This person that going by Cosmic Marvel shared an article from Hollywood Reporter and took the fucking context totally away from it. Saying here, George Lucas says his original ideas for the Star Wars universe, quote, sort of got lost after Disney bought Lucasfilm. I was the one who really knew what Star Wars was, who actually knew this world, because there's a lot to it. The Force, for example, nobody understood the Force. When they started other ones, after I sold the company, a lot of the ideas that were in the original sort of got lost. But that's the way it is. You give up. You just give it up. That wasn't what he was actually referring to. He wasn't referring to anything happening from Disney owning the Star Wars franchise at that point. This is a reference on when he was making Empire Strikes Back, and thankfully we could actually play that from the Khan's interview, because someone else had actually put up the video for it and actually recorded the whole fucking thing. So here's word of God from the maker, George motherfucking Lucas, right there for you to hear it with his own wonderful bearded eyes. I don't know. Like
All right.
here with your ears. There. All right.
Yeah.
Where is it? There it is. Okay. No, not minimize, damn you. There. Here we go.
Even though, like with Empire Strikes Back and some, I ended up having to be on the set the whole time, but it's like I was the only one that really knew what Star Wars was, and Gersh and I were really good friends, so it was like, you know, and so I was like the consultant, the advisor who actually knew the world, because there's a lot to it. The Force, nobody understood the Force. Nobody, you know, what they do is, and then they started other ones when I sold the company, and they, you know, a lot of those ideas that were in there sort of got lost. But that's the way it is. If you give it up, you give it up.
See, he was starting off with reference of why people don't know the Force or how it was understood when he was making Empire Strikes Back. He said it right there. These motherfuckers want to try to take shit out of context, and they want to try to make it out like George Lucas is saying something that he wasn't actually trying to fucking say. When he was referring to how is the Force supposed to work and how is this stuff supposed to happen in this universe that you created, and he was talking about the director Irvin Kershner, because like I said, he didn't write or direct Return of the Jedi or Empire Strikes Back by himself. Irvin Kershner and Richard Marquand directed Empire and Jedi respectively. Like, he specifically said, like, even though, like, with Empire Strikes Back, I ended up having to be on the set the whole time. But it's like, I was the only one that really knew what Star Wars was. And Kershner and I were really good friends, so I was like the consultant, the advisor who actually knew the world, because there's a lot to it. The Force, nobody understood the Force. Nobody, you know, what they do is that, and then they started other ones after I sold the company. That's where afterwards he said how after he sold the company, how they're expanding on other things in the Force as well. You see what I fucking mean? People fucking trying to twist shit.
Yeah, no, of course, because they're ridiculous.
Because it's easy to want to try to take someone's words and take them out of context and shit. Yeah, fucking hell. Like, also we got, where is it? I saw them. Jeannie Rick is in the chat. Hey up, Jeannie Rick. Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate your face. Thank you so much for being here. Let me see here. Yeah, no, Kyle was saying not just that his head was cut off and they had his severed hands. Yeah, no, and you're talking about Count Dooku. Yeah, Anakin cut off both of Dooku's hands and then cut his head off. Yeah.
Oh my God! Yes. Oh,
it was such a dick.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Yeah, no, it was in the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith movie where Anakin fought Count Dooku in the beginning when trying to rescue the Chancellor, and then Anakin cut off Count Dooku's hands, and I'm like, oh shit!
It's like, nope, I'm not giving you an opportunity to try me. Boom, boom, hands off, dead.
Damn,
done.
You could say that Anakin handed Dooku an ass whooping.
I hate you. That hurt me very hard. That hurt me deeply, and I hope you're proud of yourself. You should be ashamed.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're hurt, Juan. xeiana Rose, Dragon Fang, please give him a hand.
God damn it, Azay!
I mean, do you want the left hand or the right?
Yeah, which hand do you want, left or right?
Ah!
You can have two
You guys suck! God
you can have
dang it.
left hand, and you can have my right hand. Then you can be ambidextrous.
God damn it, you guys are horrible! Oh my god, and Tam Tam's, the Tam Tam's in the chat. Hey up, Tam Tam, how's it going? Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate your face. Thank you so much for joining us here. Okay.
We're not horrible. We're just giving you a hand here.
God!
This is why you have us around. We're very handy with the situation.
We do a lot of work. You're welcome.
You know what?
Ah,
I think
If
I'm
you're
gonna stop
liking
it.
this,
Yeah.
oh my lord, you guys are impossible.
Don't worry, Juan. I think I'm going to stop right there at my puns game because otherwise we're going to be here all night.
Oh, but it's fun doing puns.
all night.
Carbonized Stardust, don't you get in on this! Don't you start with the Count Dooku shit too! Like, Juan, don't lose your head! Fuck! Damn it!
My influence has spread to our viewers.
No! You know what? Screw you guys. I'm gonna eat this marshmallow at you.
Hey,
Put on my can.
you do realize
Dude,
we're
I
gonna
got
bring your
Reese's
marshmallows
Pieces.
when you
I'm
come over
good.
there. You have been warned.
Thank you, Kstorm. What was that? I can't hear you over the marshmallow. Speak up,
We
please.
are going to raid your marshmallow stash, and you can't stop us.
Joke's
It's
on you.
delicious.
You don't know. Yeah, Kstorm's already doing it.
Oh my god.
Hey,
you guys.
Storm, save some for us, please. We love you.
Oh my lord.
How am I gonna get out of it?
Kstorm's asking what's in it for her.
Our love.
Lots and lots of snuggles.
Hello.
I'll think about it.
She'll consider your offer.
Found it.
God dang it, Carbonized Stardust is in another. Bro, it's all fun and games until someone loses a hand. Calm your tits. No! My man tits shall remain forever freaking rustled. These jimmies don't rustle themselves. Also, Ben
All
Cruz
right,
is
all
in the
right.
chat.
Let's all.
Yeah, Ben Cruz, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the Black Files. Juan, I think I have a headache. Well, that's what happens when you go to a con without us.
Oh my god. All right. Let's all chill. Let's not lose our heads here.
I will. God. God. Oh, hey, a dirty sample pouch. And you don't get it.
Yeah.
Take that. Also,
All right.
hold on.
Right. Yeah.
What are they saying? Not hearing anything. Turn up volume. I already
Uh-oh.
got the volume up. I can hear y'all. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh snap! Did I? Oh, I muted the thing. I muted the. Hang on.
Jeez, Juan.
There we go. Sorry about that. I muted the audio.
How dare!
No. When I
Dearest thou.
how darest I? How darest thou? Take that.
I said, how darest thou, not how darest I.
How darest thou? Like fucking what do you call it? I really do hope that that Ben Cruz, that you're doing all right, that you're oh my god, guys, you're killing me with the puns. I can't read them all. Please. Such bad puns, not like I'm pointing any
Yes,
fingers.
all the puns. Keep it coming.
No, please don't. Please. I want to live to see another day. It's killing me.
You will. You will. It is almost the next day, so you will.
So like, okay, so like the idea that folks have been fucking saying when it comes to these arguments about how it's like how it's too woke and how this shit's too like racial, multicultural, and too many fucking women are all around and all this shit. You know, fucking what? The women have already been there. They were in there from the fucking start, and what's more, they were just as much an instrumental part of the Star Wars universe as the men. So fuck off. And it doesn't matter what color or race or species they were. All right, like right now we've got a whole slew of women in the Star Wars universe who are from all sorts of different fucking backgrounds. Hera Syndulla from Star Wars Rebels. She's a Twi'lek, but she's a badass pilot of the Rebel Alliance. You've got Bo-Katan. She's a Mandalorian. Motherfucking Mandalorian ladies. Fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
You've got, what's her face? Mon Mothma. She's the head of the rebellion. She becomes the head of the New Republic. Because fuck yeah, a redhead rules the galaxy. Fuck you. Fucking what else? What's her face? We've got, what's her face? Kelly Marie Tran's character in the sequels, Rose Tico. She's a techie. She's a tech head. She's like a grunt in the background of the fucking resistance, but she's got such a big fucking heart, and she helps everyone out because she fucking believes, and that fucking belief rubs off on Finn. Like, oh hey, maybe Finn shouldn't fucking just cut and run away from the First Order and run away from the resistance and run away from the war. Maybe he should stand his ground and kick some ass. And what does he fucking do in The Last Jedi? He stands his ground and kicks some ass. Right? Like, the only reason why he picked up the lightsaber in The Force Awakens was because he was trying to protect Rey. And he did a badass job. He got his ass whipped, but he did a badass job. Because he fought for something he cared about. At that moment, it was just caring about running away with Rey. And that was all he thought about. And then as his character progressed in the sequels, he started to realize he should care about more than just his own ass and the one person that saw him as a friend and rather than just another stormtrooper. No, he learned how to fucking care about others and how to share that shit. Why? Because he hung out with Rose and they went on a side quest together. And he learned about how to fucking care for other people, how the war for the galaxy, how the Star Wars isn't just about him, it's about everybody, and how there are bigger stakes and he should maybe give a shit about that.
He understood and embraced the bigger picture of what is happening around him and chose to care more about more than just himself, you know.
Exactly.
Like you said,
fucking brilliant. Oh my God, Stardust! Carbonized Stardust. Two things. Number one, they went ahead and gave us a $279 Canadian dollar super chat.
All right.
So much. What they're saying, in your head, zombie, what's in your head? In your head, zombie.
The audience who's watching, yes, feed me more of your horrible puns.
That was awesome, but also, how dare you?
You can't see me right now, Wancho, but I'm currently wearing a black suit, and I'm currently acting like a conductor, waving my hand around.
You don't own a black suit. I know. I've been in your closet. Let me see here. Yeah, there's...
I do own a black suit.
Yes, exactly. What's his face? Space horses and space orphans. Yeah, exactly. Space fucking wizards. And yes, Kyle, even in the expanded universe or the Star Wars Legends stuff that has loads of badass women characters, you've got Mara Jade. You've got Jaina Solo. You've got, Vice Admiral Daala, who's a bitch. Who is an evil bitch of a character. You've got them all over the place. For a fellow being, thank you very much. Yeah, by comparison. Oh, shit. Yeah, exactly, Tam Tam. Let me see here. John Boyega has natural charisma. He's done it. You're damn right he does. Yeah, Sasha Banks killed it on The Mandalorian. Sasha Banks was all right. I much prefer Bo-Katan's performance in The Mandalorian because she really brought it home, and she was playing a character that she only voiced in the Clone Wars and in Star Wars Rebels. By the way, she'll show up in the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, ladies, since I know you haven't seen the whole series, but you will, and you're going to love her character, and you're going to love how she turns out on The Mandalorian, too. So that's someone to look forward to.
I was going to mention something like that, like in reference to what you said earlier, like those characters that you mentioned, of Mon Mothma, Bo-Katan, and Harrison Dola, like they would all resurface in the live action mini shows on Disney Plus over in Ahsoka and The Mandalorian, respectively.
See, it's exactly what I mean here. Shit. It's nuts, and like these women have been in the Star Wars universe, and they've been fucking leading and kicking ass. So, like, sorry guys, Star Wars has always been woke. And, like, we've always had black people and Asian people and green people and brown people and two-headed people and people with.
Oh, yep.
What's up? Yeah, exactly.
And fish people.
And fish people. Yeah, Jesus. Like,
yeah, dude, Star Wars has always been inclusive with all different colors and all different species and races.
Exactly. Fuck. And yeah, you see the marginalization of droids. What's her fucking face? There's even though the droids are treated as like the sidekicks and the partners, they're still treated like property. They're still treated like lower class life forms in the Star Wars universe. And that's another thing. Like, hey, maybe George Lucas is hinting, like, hey, maybe someday he would touch on the idea. Maybe it would have fucking a thing with droids having like more autonomy and more equality and shit. Where you have some droids that aren't owned by anyone who run off on their own and do their own thing, whether they're good guys or bad guy droids, right? And you've got fucking. You've got people of all sorts of different colors, creeds, races all over the Star Wars universe. Mr. Quake was saying, what's his face? It's like Muppets or Sesame Street. Yeah. And furries. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Carbonite starters and furries. There are furries in the Star Wars universe. And yes, we've watched Star Wars Visions. It's beautiful. Everyone should watch it because it's beautiful. So not only was this past weekend like a nice fucking way to way to celebrate George Lucas's career and honor him at the Cannes Film Festival, but also he was just casually dropping bars, dropping facts, and oh hey, by the way, the idiot grifters who love talking about Star Wars and Kathleen Kennedy is making the Force female and it's all stupid, it's too woke and diversity, it's ruining it. Like, fuck you, buddies. Straight from the horse's fucking mouth, man. Nah, it doesn't work like that.
Exactly. And the best thing about George Lucas when he dropped those barbs in his statements is that like he didn't have to come off aggressive. He didn't have to say anything negative. He like you said, he was just spitting facts. He was sitting back, he was cutting loose, he was spitting facts. And who's gonna stop him? Who the heck is going to step up and stop George Lucas? He's not going to get that award that he got revoked,
right? And like what? You're going to take away his Academy Award nominations and his lifetime achievements and how much was it? Like $4 billion that he got from Disney for Lucasfilm and for the entirety of Star Wars and all that shit.
That's a good estimate.
Is he going to get that taken away from him? No, he's got fuck you money. He's literally he's a billionaire and he's literally just lounging in his home, like not giving a care in the world. If he wants to make a movie, he'll do it when he's up to it. Like, what's even crazier is that folks want to complain about whether or not he's he's not really, doesn't practice what he preach. He's potentially racist and all this shit. Like, where have you been in the last 12 years?
Oh my God.
Ladies, gentlemen, non-binary friends, Romans, lend me your eyeballs and your ears. Not literally. This
Your
isn't
rears.
Yes, lend me
Lend me your rears.
Lend me. I would like to introduce you to a lady by the name of Melody Hobson. She is an American businesswoman who used to be a chairwoman at Starbucks and who works as a member of the board of directors at Ariel Investments. She's also been married to George Lucas for the past 10 years. Tell me. Like, do I need to explain it any further? Do I? No, right?
No.
They have a kid together. George Lucas has a 10-year-old kid with this lady. The nerve of this guy. How fucking dare they? How fucking dare he? Oh, because he's so anti-woke, he's so closed off, he's a closeted racist and shit because he only puts white men in like. Nope. Big fat nope. Gotta fucking love it. No, the motherfucker practices what he preaches. Yeah, he used to be married to Marsha Lucas, but they got divorced right after he's finished making Return of the Jedi, because shit was difficult between them. So, that's a thing. But shit happens, you know what I mean?
Of course.
So he's got adopted kids. He's got a daughter with Melody now. So fucking why not?
Yeah, no. I think it's safe to say that George Lucas, at this point in time, he's in a position where he can say and do whatever he wants. I mean, he doesn't live or die by the opinions of fans. If he did, then he wouldn't have made those movies a long time ago.
You're right. He wouldn't have. He wouldn't have made. He wouldn't have wanted to make. He wouldn't have made that shit forever and a day ago. Yep. Let me see here. Also, if anyone wants to know exactly who else, why else we bring any of the shit up, well, he doesn't really even own Star Wars anymore. He doesn't own Disney. Why should he? Why should anyone care about what his word says in any of this stuff? Probably because that $4 billion that he got from Disney. He dumped a lot of it, not only back into education for filmmaking projects stuff in the future of filmmaking in different schools and universities, but they also handed him a nice big chunk of shareholdership in Disney. So he kind of does have a say without actually having to have a say. So again, he's got fuck you money. It's like I'm sorry, but this is facts and this is logic, and this is just like fucking. It's if you do homework or if you actually have your mind open to fucking things, to what the world is rather than the way you think it ought to be. If you take the world as it is and you fucking open up to your mind to different ideas, then maybe, just fucking maybe, you'll get to see how shit isn't only about straight white men and how like women should make your sandwich and keep the black people out of off a screen or whatever else other dumb shit on there and make everything a big action movie because that's what manly men do for manly men in manly movies. Nah, that wasn't what this was. Star Wars is not that hill for you to die on, buddy. Let me take a look in the chat before I start wrapping us up. Kyle Canada saying, Ahsoka is great with Rosario Dawson. It's not like Kristen Bell's portraying her like a joke. She was a character who we grew to love as she grew into her own over different media. Ahsoka Tano. I remember when the Clone Wars series first came out, how everybody and their mother thought that the character of Ahsoka was annoying. How the character of Ahsoka was, oh, it's dumb. Why is there a kid in this story? It just should be Anakin and Obi-Wan. It should just be those two like kicking ass and being awesome killers. Like, not really. No.
Yeah, I loved Ahsoka.
Oh yeah, no.
She was kick-ass and she was a brat.
Oh, she's still a brat. Even in her,
I know, that's why I love her.
Like she's
awesome.
She's still a fucking brat, but at the same time, what's great is that like you'll love to see, like you're gonna love to see how she grows up in the Star Wars Rebels and how she's portrayed in the live action Ahsoka series there, and how she shows up in like the Mandalorian and all this other stuff. And Rosario Dawson and Ashley Eckstein both portrayed Ahsoka. Mwah, perfect. I don't give a damn. Oh, and Tam Tam says they like my George Lucas voice. Well, I do appreciate that. You know, it's not like George is a really outspoken guy. You know, he's kind of have to make that, what he says.
It's great, Macho. You should lean into it.
I swear, if he ever watched this and he sees your impression.
Yeah, no, he would say like, no, the guy, you know, he's not wearing the right color flannel. You know, if you're gonna cosplay as me, you should wear the right color flannel at least, and your performance needs to be faster and more intense. And you know, we'll just film it over here, and we'll fix the kind of thing there. You know, that's what storytelling is all about. Just putting different pieces together and seeing what fits. It's kind of like cooking. Or it's kind of like painting. You know, you move it around, you see the thing moving the canvas, and you try different colors and things, and before you know it, you just have something completely new and completely different. And it's all from the different kind of tools you make. Thank you. I'll be taking tips now. Fucking hell. Kyle Canada. She was the insert for the kids to identify with, but she did come into her own as the character grew up. And her story becomes fucking tragic, but also epic at the same time. That makes sense as he retained the merchandise rights to the brand. He would still have it if he didn't sell the IP. Yeah, you're right. And Sabine Wren in Star Wars Rebels looks like Honey Lemon from Big Hero 6, right? Yeah, she does. She's a badass. Relatable, and he's a really quiet, soft-spoken kind of guy, but he's also a really nice dude. He likes cars, he likes racing, he likes, he likes pizza every now and then. And he likes cookies. Who's got cookies? I want cookies. I want to make cookies when I'm done with the show. All right. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping us up. Xeiana Dragonfang, I want to get your thoughts in. I know you hadn't been able to give too much, but let me know your thoughts with this nice little thing that with this celebration of George at the Cannes Film Festival. His remarks on the interview that he made. Let me get your thoughts there. Are the ladies with us? Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking to Jose.
I was asking you girls.
You say us or him?
Xeiana, Dragonfang. No, I'll poke at Jose when I'm ready to get his opinion here.
Okay. It was really nice that he was able to celebrate that, and
he looked very, very snazzy.
Yes, he did.
Right? like in the actual ceremony where he's being presented the award, he's got a tux on. Like, he's got an actual tuxedo on, but, in his actual thing, he's got his suit and the fucking flannel on him, fucker.
He's known for wearing flannel, so, it's iconic for him.
Yeah, well, I guess it's probably like a costume or something at this point.
Maybe.
Who knows? It's something that he's just comfortable with. It's just this is how he rolls. It's not big.
Let's be real. Flannels are very comfy.
It is so comfy.
They're comfy.
Like, I used to have a bunch of different flannels in my college days, and I had to throw them out. It was like,
maybe that's his comfort item to wear.
Yeah, so there you go. Like, that and fresh brand spanking new Nikes, apparently.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, just a gosh darn minute, Juancho. Don't you own a purple flannel shirt?
Yeah, but that's like a long sleeve. We're talking about a short sleeve flannel, and that one's actually a little bit woollier. It's not like the same flannel material that he's got on his.
So what I hear is you need to get a short sleeve flannel.
And cosplayer?
Well, maybe I should. Maybe I will.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Okay, we need to get you a white wig.
Yes.
No, I've got white hair. I've got white hair. I've got white hair spray paint, so I'll be good with that.
Oh my god!
And,
I'm gonna go the cringe route. Got it.
Yeah, no,
You're gonna go the cringe route.
No, what I'll do is when I go to a con, I'll just go up to different cosplayers who are Star Wars characters, and I'll just go up to them. I'll stand over and I'll sit quietly and I'll watch and I'll observe and okay, guys, okay, so listen, Django Fett, listen, I want you to do that scene again. Just do it faster, with a little more urgency. All right, so you're a bounty hunter. You're a badass. You're out to get them. You're like the gunslinger. All right,
make people's day.
But do I have any dialogue? Nope, you're a bounty hunter. You don't need dialogue.
Hang on, Juan. Let me stop you right there. If you do this, I will dress up with you.
We have to film it.
No. If you do this, I'll cosplay with you as Jar Jar Binks.
Oh my god.
Bet! I'll fucking do it. I don't give a damn.
You dug your own grave. Sorry.
You set yourself up. I didn't do shit. I didn't do fucking shit.
On it.
Jose, now you have to run into the other room and shake it.
Shake on it. Go into the living room, shake on it. On camera. Has to be
now Jose's hiding. Now Jose's hiding.
No. You said it, Jose.
I'm waiting for that.
No, Juan, here, I'll do you one better. Because I want to hear him say it, because his accent is so fucking funny, I will dress up as Vader, and Angel will do Jar Jar Binks.
You know what? Double bet! Since Angel couldn't show up tonight, he's the one doing Jar Jar. I'm willing to do that. And Jose, you actually get to be C-3PO. A very tall C-3PO. There. Done! It's tall C-3PO! Bye! Hey!
There's the shade. There's the shade. Good.
There's the shake! No, it's on camera! It's on video!
Official.
No take backsies.
No
Sorry,
takesies,
Angel.
backsies.
What happens when you're not here?
To say now you have to tell Angel what you guys are doing.
Exactly!
Jar Jar
Angel's gonna have your nuts for this!
Spike script.
I am so glad that I am at least going to be dressing up as a popular Star Wars character. But go on.
Okay, yeah, Kyle Cat is saying, shut up and take my money. The Joseph Santos, fucking, oh my god, better late than never, saying, watch out, right, said, do it, Jose, see if I care what happens if you dress like Jar Jar. What does they do to you? No, he's the one who's offered. He offered to dress like Jar Jar, and I simply said, you know what? No, better, like, Jose said, like, he'll do Darth Vader, and Angel will do Jar Jar. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, then you fucking snaked in that 3PO bullshit.
Yep! Yes, I did! And I'm not sorry! I'll fucking do it again! I don't give a damn! I don't give a fuck! Doing it, motherfucker! The internet commands you! Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Ladies, so yeah, you like the ceremony? What about what he had to say about like the storytelling of Star Wars and shit, and how clearly the fucking anti-woke jerks are not gonna like this shit? Or if they don't like, they're not even acknowledging it. They're barely fucking commenting on it, or they're trying to twist it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. People it's not just Star Wars. It's people are doing that to everything that is popular because they don't like everything being. It's not woke. It's progressive. It's called being progressive.
Exactly.
And they don't like it because they want to go back to the Dark Ages.
Mm-hmm.
So they can all suck it. So
no, they can suck a fuck. Sorry, but like time moves forward, and like Freddie Prinze Jr. said in that little video, like you're just mad that Star Wars hasn't grown up with you. You're just mad Han Solo gave the Millennium Falcon to a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, it's not really like he gave it to her. It's more like it's like okay, Han in Force Awakens bites the big one, so Chewie's left with the Falcon on his own, but he can't fly the ship all on his own, and Rey's the only other one who knows how to fly it, and so he was even asking to take her on as a member of his crew if she wanted, but so I guess Chewie and her have an understanding like, no, we'll fucking just we'll work on the ship together, just like Han would have wanted. So let me see here. I saw Lucas commenting on Martin Scorsese's comments on comic book movies. Yeah, no, that's another one there, Coburn. He was basically fucking saying, I remember what he said. It was something along the lines of how comic book movies aren't cinema. Like, I hate to break it to you, like, that may be Martin's opinion, but if it's a moving image, it's cinema, pal. Also, let me see here. Luna Invictus is in the chat. Let me take a look over here. Welcome to the Black Files as we wrap up. Saying Star Wars never grows. You just start not rooting for the good guys, right? Like you start, like right? What the fuck is that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are people like getting that ticked off? That's why they brought back Lando for the last movie before Rey got it. Right, so like it's more that like they brought Lando in for like obviously to bring him in for the adventure and all that shit, and like, hey, he's an informant, but like at the same time, like at the end they have him take the Falcon so that he can go out and try and get more help against the First Order and Palpatine's new army. Like, and that's why Lando has not only the Falcon, but he has a full crew manning the ship with him. He's got Wedge Antilles in the gunner shooting off while Lando's flying. So yeah, it's like the big damn heroes are here to save the day in the last stand of the galaxy. And Tam is saying, nice, real deal from the 90s, Cobain head hair. The new shirt is new this year, though. No, I get what you mean. All right, yeah, the Jedi were presented as the protagonists. The other groups, even the rebels, aren't who you would root for. No, now that we're seeing different shades of like the Star Wars universe, it's more like we're seeing different facets of people and how we're starting to see like maybe the Jedi Order isn't 100% clean and noble like we thought. Maybe there really were problems with the galaxy, and maybe there really were problems with the Jedi, and like with people like going nuts about that. Like, I'm sorry, but like Luke had a point, but it was also dispelled at the end of The Last Jedi. Zay, how about yourself? I want to get your thoughts in for your for the ceremony, for his appearance there, and his thoughts on storytelling in Star Wars. Zay, your thoughts, your final thoughts here.
Of course, absolutely. So, first of all, a big congratulations to George Lucas in hitting this new milestone in his career and receiving the Lifetime Award. You know what?
The Palme d'Or.
The Palme d'Or, yeah. He has truly earned it. And as for the way he slammed the fucking toxic fans of Star Wars, like...
Without even thinking of them, without even intending for
without
it.
even thinking it. Yeah. Juan, let me talk, please. Thank you. Yeah, no, if like any other person would probably like buckle under the pressure and not be able to handle like all this stuff. But George Lucas has been dealing with this crap for decades, for a very, very, very long time. And the fact that he just casually just brings it up without actually directly addressing the fans, like, you can tell this isn't his first rodeo. This isn't the first time he's had to, this isn't the first time he's had to do this. And the way he did it was just so perfect. And the toxic fans can just they don't have a choice. They have to swallow it.
No, it's like he wasn't addressing the toxic fans in that. He was just addressing storytelling and how people had opinion about Star Wars.
Storytelling and the criticisms. Yes, I know, but like, come on, Wancho. Let's not kid ourselves. He likely had to do this so many times and had to explain so many times. Like, this probably isn't the first time he had to do this.
That's true. No, obviously this really isn't the first time he's had to deal with it. All right, so in that case, Joe, what can we expect from you tomorrow night on this week's edition of Wrestle Rewind?
For Wrestle Rewind, which is every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube Big Kick, where me and my partner, Mr. Juan Arauz, we review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. For this week, along with our weekly reviews, we will be reviewing the main event of this year's AEW Double or Nothing, which is the Anarchy in the Arena match.
And it was as chaotic as it sounded.
Yep, and the main event of this year's WWE's King and Queen of the Ring, which features Cody Rhodes defending the undisputed WWE Championship against the person that everyone hates on social media, Logan Paul.
Ladies, even if I know you're not the biggest on pro wrestling, but I can tell you right now, you would have loved to see it. Just for every single blow to the face that Logan Paul took. It was fucking incredible. So
Does that mean that there's going to be like a little meme of every punch to the face then?
Pretty sure if we look hard enough on Google, I'm sure there's a meme somewhere.
Yeah, no, Matthew of the Botchamania videos probably is already on top of that stuff, if at all.
Of course.
But yeah.
But that being said, we do have those to look forward to tonight, and it is going to be awesome.
Thursday night. Yeah,
tomorrow night. Yes.
All right. I'm going to mute you guys for a few seconds while I go ahead and wrap us up here.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, and my final thoughts on this is pretty straightforward. Yeah, Lucas has fuck you money. He's allowed to say what he does and doesn't like about storytelling. And it's literally been his word and his doctrine that's been guiding this stuff. Even after he had already stepped away from the Star Wars franchise, from Lucasfilm, from mainstream Hollywood filmmaking, and that's always been his big dream. He wanted to just be a dude making experimental films and stuff, and now if he really wants to, he can, and he doesn't owe anybody anything. He doesn't owe anyone a single thing in the world. And truthfully, everyone trying to stick their nose at, like thumb their nose at Lucas's words on there, I'm sorry, but if you're crapping on Star Wars at this point, for being like, there's there shouldn't be racism anywhere, and if you get mad at that, then guess what? You're the fucking racist, and you should get the fuck out. I'm sorry. Or if, there shouldn't be so much girl power horseshit. Like, I'm sorry. Well, that just means you're a fucking misogynistic piece of crap, and you should get the fuck out. Not my words. Not my circus. Not my monkeys. That's basically the way Lucas handled it. What's up, kstorm? Okay. No, I gotcha. All right. Well, you know what? In any case, like when it comes to this stuff, like normally on the Black Files, we deal with the darker side of nerd and pop culture. But thankfully tonight we were able to, on the one hand, be able to celebrate a dude who has earned every single bit of it, every single bit of his flowers, and at the same time using the word of God out of his own fucking mouth, like show why the idiot opinions of like guys who are like that one fucker Star Wars theory or doomcock, like people who subscribe to that fucking mentality, why their shit's just plain ass wrong, and they should fucking be ashamed of themselves. But they don't know shame; they just know money and clicks. But you know what? What we know over here in the Ravens flock is we know how to basically just spit the truth, spit the facts, give you our opinions, give you our takes, and you can definitely count on us to continue bringing you just straight up facts and straight up hard truths and stuff in the world of nerd and pop culture right here on this show, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens flock, The Black Files, hosted by yours truly, Juan Arauz. Be sure to request access as we go live. Everyone subscribe to the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content, become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring the tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock. For Jose Casabona, xeiana Rose Cosplay, and xeiana Rose Cosplay, and Dragon Fang Cosplay, I'm Juan Arauz. This has been the Black Files, and we are out.